Hey now, I'm Whit. Today unboxing a brand that's been around for well over 10 years out of Paris, France, Charlie, or, as we would say here, Charlie. That just doesn't sound as fun though, right? But inside is a beautiful watch that you and I are going to check out firsthand right now. Oh, cool. Extra strap. You think it's right here? Ooh, it is. Ha ha ha. Yes. Look at the colors on that thing. Oh, that dial is beautiful. Let me get it out of this little pouch. Wow, that is a sharp watch. That is a good looking bad boy right there, huh? I mean, just look at the dial. The colors just grab you and pull you in. You got this stark white dial, and then orange over here that's a gradient, and then a like sky or midnight blue as well. That almost looks like, well, you see the AM PM, I guess, right? The top half being darker and the lower half being lighter. But man, orange chronograph seconds hand, that is just a great looking dial. And looks like those numerals are raised. Yeah, they're 3D. They pop up above that white dial section. And then this chapter ring is like an emerald green. Kind of hard for me to get you the exact color here, but man, it's just like a dark kind of like sea green. Wow, very cool. Yeah, so Charlie's been around for quite a while. Again, it's kind of weird, just saying that name. I think that's one thing that that might have a problem with sales in the U.S. would be just the name. I mean, here it comes off as Charlie, right? But you say it in French and it's Charlie. It's kind of a little more sexy, right? Just as the language is in general. But this is a serious watch. I can tell you just from first impressions, this is no fashion brand. I think some of their marketing kind of comes off that way, but no, this is a serious watch. Let me tell you a little more about it, and then we'll just kind of walk around. So this is a 316L stainless steel case. It's got a PVD coating, and it's got brushwork and sandblasting as well, and then a polished chamfer. You can see that high polish there on the edge. The bezel, the edge there, it looks to be like that is what's sandblasted. You see a little bit more of a matte finish there compared to the brushing on the mid case. Very silky on the brushwork. And there's a dome sapphire crystal. It's got anti-reflective coating on the underside. There's a push-pull crown, and you've got freestanding squared-off pushers too. Oh, those look great. Look at the knurling on the edge of the pushers. And then the knurling on the crown itself too. Then a screw-down case back. Oh, look at this. Yeah, they're sending around loaner watches, but apparently this is fresh and new for us. Oh, nice. So there is the model number there. This is the GRX Chronograph EVO-III. And we see a bit of specs around the outside edge. And of course, they are in French. And this is a screw down case back. You've got 100 meters of water resistance. Now the strap, I am glad they sent it on this one. This, I think, is just a beautiful pairing. Again, it's kind of an off-white, not a bright white nylon strap, so it doesn't quite match the dial, but I think it really ties in well with this black case. It just makes everything stand out. So I think this is a beautiful choice for this watch, but it does come with 3 different straps. You can get this nylon, you can get rubber. Well, remember, we saw an extra in the opening, the unboxing. Here is a rubber, a blue strap. I think it comes in orange as well, and then you've got black hardware to match. And they also have a leather strap available too, so you choose. And all the choices have quick release spring bars as well, so easy strap changes. The lume on this watch uses Burla Glow, and we'll see how bright that is a little later in the lume shot. And just want to tell you too that this entire watch is hand assembled in France, so you're getting a nice French timepiece here with Charlie. Now, as you see on the dial here, mecaquartz, this is running the Seiko VK64 mecaquartz chronograph movement. You've got a tuning fork type crystal for the main time, and then a mechanical module that runs the chronograph. So there's a central hour and minutes hand and a central chronograph seconds hand. And then on this subdial, this is your 60-minute chronograph timer. And here on the right at your 3 o'clock spot, this is a 24-hour indicator slaved to the master handset here, so it is not independent. And then you get a date complication at the 6 o'clock spot as well. It does feature hacking. You won't see any seconds hand stop, but of course you'd get the battery savings and to the minute as well. But features a 3-year battery life and has a accuracy rating of about plus or minus 20 seconds per month. Now with the mechanical module of the chronograph, which by the way, look at that chronograph seconds hand. 2 different colors of orange, or like it's a yellow tip about halfway and then orange the rest of the way. I just noticed it when it was over this 9 o'clock subdial that really kind of gave you a presence of it. You know, it didn't blend into that subdial. Very cool. But anyway, that is beating in 5 ticks per second. And it also correlates to the chapter ring. You see that you've got a 1/5 second scale. So that is your chronograph. You'll be able to time down to 1/5 of a second. Okay, still to come, I'll get you the loom shot and I'll try it on for you as well. But now let's measure it up. So I'm getting 39.3 millimeters on the diameter, a compact 45 millimeters on the lug length, 20 millimeter lug width, and there's no taper on this strap. But the rubber strap seems to taper down to 18 millimeters, and an overall thickness of 12.3 millimeters from the bottom of the case back to the top of that dome sapphire crystal. And the main crown measures 6.1 millimeters in diameter. The EVO-III chronograph weighs just 67 grams on the supplied nylon strap. Man, before I try it on, I want to see this thing up close again. There's just so much going on with this dial. This handset is nice. I mean, look at the black. It's got a kind of a enamel or a shine to it, and then nice loom plots in the middle. So many layers on this dial too. So you see basically that green section that is the chapter ring, that is the bottom layer. And then they've got a nice little frame up here for the date window as well. And then the white is stacked on top of that. And then you also have sunken down in those 2 subdials, and they've got some texture to them, and again multicolored too, like we mentioned earlier. And just, man, it is so colorful. This is just one of the cleanest looking dial combinations of colors that I've seen in quite some time. Beautiful. And I love the arrow pointer handset on those 2 subdials as well. You know, sometimes they just throw a stick on there, and I just think that the arrow adds a lot more character, especially with that yellow tip there on the 24-hour one. Okay, let's try it on. First today, I'm wearing the Veyer A5 Tactical Field. This is just hands down a classic watch. I mean, you want to hear all what I have to say about it and brag about it, check out this video up here when you're done with this one. This is a stellar watch. You owe it to yourself to check them out if you haven't already. Whatcha? Man, it's going to be a shame to see this watch go. That is a beauty. Don't you love it? So I've got an 8-inch wrist, and again, this is a 39 millimeter diameter watch. You can see that the lug-to-lug length is fairly compact, so I think this will suit smaller wrists quite well, even with the 39 millimeters, if that's, you know, something that's a little too large for you. That lug-to-lug length here being so short, I think makes it wear a little bit smaller. I mean, it almost looks small on me. And that's, you know, 39 millimeter, I can get away with that all the time. So yeah, it's gonna run perfect size for smaller wrists, but still fits larger wrists as well. I'm on the second to last hole though, and this keeper is completely missed. So just know that it's not going to line up here on the center for you if you have a larger wrist. Well, actually it does. And this being a nylon strap, that's probably going to stretch out after a while, and I would probably be able to get to that 3rd hole after you break it in. But man, that thing looks sharp, huh? And there's what it looks like on the blue rubber strap. Now, they do offer this same strap in orange. I think that's what I would go with. With this watch, if I chose the rubber strap, it just really plays well with the orange on the dial and the, you know, the second hands, etc. So yeah, but it's also a little short. So I'm just on the very last hole here. Again, 8-inch wrist, and I'm not using the second keeper here. So the straps are running a little bit short, I think. You know, so if you got a larger wrist, you know, you're going to be at the end there. But if you got a normal, average wrist or smaller wrist, you're going to love it because they're not super long, right? But yeah, that's what it looks like on the blue rubber. You know, it just occurred to me, I think this Veyer has turned me into a black PVD case loving freak, because it didn't really catch my eye or interest in the past until I got this watch, and I've fallen in love with it, and I am super attracted to this one now too, so I think I'm all in on PVD. All right, and your lume shot. So again, this is Burla-Glow Luminescence, and it looks really blue on camera here, but I can tell you in person it's a little more of a greenish blue, but it would be comparable to like a BGW9. So looks like a nice, healthy application. The handset is doused, the hour and minute hand, and then your cardinal indices, which is the 12, 3, 6, and 9. And it almost looks as if you're seeing a dot around the outside edge of the baton on those indices, but that's not. That's just a reflection from the beveled edge of the crystal. So it's just one solid baton line for the luminescence. Looks to be fading a little bit, but I mean, again, this is a chronograph and field watch style, so, you know, blowtorch lume is not the norm for this style of watch. But you can see that it's got decent application. I think this would definitely get the job done and be legible throughout the night. So the GRX Chronograph EVO-III from Charlie is running about $475 US. They've got free shipping to many countries, including the US, and there's a 2-year warranty. And again, you choose the strap you want. There's a choice of nylon, leather, or rubber. Wow, what do you think? I am just so attracted to this watch. This dial is just phenomenal. I mean, super, super clean and beautiful use of colors and texture and depth. I mean, this is incredible. What do you think? Leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. And man, if you got time, maybe check out a couple of these videos. I'll catch you over there. I'm Whit with so many watches, so little time and money.